If you're looking for movies or TV shows featuring zombie series, you just click on the right video. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on discovering great movies and TV shows again. Number 1. The Walking Dead, 2010.
Don't you get mad.
One day, the town's police chief Rick Grimes is shot and taken to the hospital, but while he was in a coma, the life he knew has been turned upside down. Now the world will be at the mercy of zombies that feed on human flesh. Of course, if they have any human emotions left. After the chaos in Atlanta, a small group of people trying to survive silently have no one to turn to other than each other. The director of this zombie story, adapted from Robert Kirkman's comic book of the same name, is Frank Darabont, known for his films The Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile. Number 2. Fear the Walking Dead, 2015.
Nature always wins. Bitch.
Life has not been easy for guidance counselor Madison Clark. After the death of her husband, she raised their children, Nick and Alicia, on her own. Since she met and fell in love with her colleague, the English teacher Travis, she now sees at least a chance of a more functioning family life. But everything is turned upside down when more and more reports of mysterious cases of illness make the rounds across the country. Before people can fully grasp the seriousness of the situation, it is already too late. Ever larger parts of the population are turning into mindless zombies who attack their fellow human beings. Number 3. Ash vs. Evil Dead, 2015.
Found me.
Ash vs. Evil Dead takes place 30 years after the events of Evil Dead, 1982, a classic horror film. Decades after retiring from hunting monsters and demons, without even wanting to remember Evil Dead, Ash J. Williams tries to deal with the ghosts of his past, including the arm he lost during a battle. However, a plague called Deadite arrives to threaten humanity, and the hunter is forced to return to action, attach his chainsaw to replace the lost limb and face demons, both the creatures and his own traumas. Number 4. Black Summer, 2019. In the dark, early days of a zombie apocalypse, complete strangers band together to find the strength they need to survive and get back to loved ones. The sun beats down mercilessly on the land, an extreme drought leads to food shortages, and the zombie population explodes. The Black Summer becomes a true apocalypse. In the midst of the inferno, a desperate mother, Rose, sets out to find her daughter. She has to overcome numerous obstacles and endure several disasters. Together with a small group of American refugees, she soon faces a difficult decision. Number 5. Kingdom, 2019.
괴물을 보았소. 아바마마께서는 어디 계시오?
Kingdom is about a prince who is trying to save the dynasty from an epidemic in his war against evil. A kingdom ruling in South Korea is forced to kneel in the face of corruption and hunger. The disasters that befall the kingdom are not limited to this. An epidemic that turns the people it infects into monsters is spreading rapidly. The dead king and other people are resurrected as monsters by the effect of the epidemic. The crown prince, who is wrongly accused of treason, sets off for the dynasty to learn what happened to his father. The prince must fight against new types of enemies in order to save his people and prevent the epidemic from spreading throughout the country. Number 6. All of Us Are Dead, 2022. Based on the successful webtoon called Now at Our School, the series All of Us Are Dead tells the story of a group of high school students who must face an extremely dangerous situation. The routine of Hyosun High School was going on as normal when a zombie virus begins to spread rapidly. The survivors now find themselves trapped within the school's perimeter. As the hours pass, Access to communication with the outside world becomes more difficult, and the stock of food and weapons begins to dwindle, which consequently increases the risk for each of the remaining students to remain safe. Number 7. Tales of the Walking Dead, 2022.
It's the media. It's hype. The CDC is freaking next door. If anything was really wrong, they'd be all over.
A spin-off of The Walking Dead, the series promises to be an anthology focused on new or existing characters, exploring the past and experiences of each one in the fight against the zombie apocalypse. The plot of each episode will delve even deeper into the mythology and universe created during the 11 seasons of The Walking Dead, and bring as yet unknown points of view about navigating this new dystopian world. From a woman in denial about the gravity of the situation with the dead to a scientist trying to study their behavior patterns, Tales of the Walking Dead presents absurd and extreme situations where people must face their limits and commit atrocities to survive in this new, violent, and murderous universe. Number 8. The Walking Dead, Dead City, 2023.
Can you at least tell me what the hell you are doing out here?
A few weeks back, I got raided.
Although Negan has recovered years after Glenn's murder, he and Glenn's ex-wife Maggie vow to go their separate ways forever, but fate has other plans. Maggie's son Herschel has been kidnapped and taken to New York. Negan seems to be the key to bringing the boy back safe and sound, but can you really trust a killer? Together, the former mortal enemies set out into the devastated metropolis, where they must not only defend themselves against vast hordes of zombies, but also face a ruthless enemy who will do everything in his power to destroy them. Number 9. The Last of Us, 2023.
Then you know what's out there.
You're not gonna scare us.
The story of a pandemic-ridden future that has devastated humanity, leaving humans on the brink of extinction. The virus turns people into cannibals and spreads rapidly with a simple bite. A few decades later, the few remaining survivors live traveling or in quarantines protected by government officials. This is the setting in which we follow Joel, a tough survivor who is hired to take young Ellie out of the oppressive quarantine zone where she lives. The two must find a group of paramilitary rebels who have rebelled against the authorities. However, they discover along the way that Ellie is possibly infected with the virus, despite the young woman not showing the recurring symptoms of the disease. Number 10. The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, 2024.
I have to keep trying.
Many believe Rick Grimes to be dead, but it is unclear what really happened to him. Where could fate have led him? Michonne, Rick's wife and mother of a son, never gives up hope of seeing her loved one again one day. When she receives clues that Rick might actually still be alive, she doesn't hesitate for long. She grabs her katana and decides to set off on a dangerous journey north. But the zombie-infested wilderness will not be the only danger she encounters during her search. Will Rick and Michonne find each other again? Or does their love have no chance of surviving in the apocalypse?